Welcome to the Rock Interview Series with host Thomas S. Orwatt Jr.
Welcome to episode number 70 of the Rock Interview Series. I'm Thomas Orwatt Jr. It is February 25th, 2023, and for this feature, I have drummer Cosmos of Skinflint as my featured guest. Skinflint is a three-piece metal band based out of Botswana, South Africa. They were formed in 2006 and just recently released an amazing record entitled Hate Spell. Skinflint is currently on tour opening for Soulfly. Cosmos talks about this and much more during this exclusive interview. Hello and welcome to the Rock Interview Series. We have a great special for you today. We have Cosmos, the drummer of the band Skinflint, with us. Skinflint is currently on tour with Soulfly, and they just recently released a record last Friday called Hate Spell. Cosmos, how are you today, and how's everything going on tour so far?
All right. First, I want to say hi to the fans. I want to say hi to your listeners over there, and I will say the tour is really going good at the moment. We're really getting a good response from the fans, and we're happy about it. And yeah.
So how do you like touring America in the wintertime?
I would say personally, I love cool weathers. I really love cold weathers because summer is just my bad, just my bad season for me. And and in Africa we don't have snow, so I also get to see the snow.
Yeah. Now you toured with Soulfly before in 2020, right before COVID hit, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so how is this tour any different from that, or is this basically like a continuation of that tour?
I would say both. I would say it's like a continuation and also, a new thing because there are new places that we are going to that we were not at in 2020. Or basically, yeah, it's continuation. Yeah, and it's really cool. It's really an honor to be touring with Soulfly. We really love them.
Yeah, it seems like a great bill, and I know that the audiences have been really passionate about Skinflint, and you've had some really good shows. You just released a record about a week ago called Hate Spell, and really a really brilliant record. Very very raw, very organic sounding. You can definitely hear some of your influences in there, like. I hear Black Sabbath in there, and I know Iron Maiden was a big influence. So tell me a little bit about the recording of that record.
Okay, our new album, Hate Spell, that was recorded, that was released almost 9 days ago. It's mostly inspired by the African mythology and folklore. Even if you look at our artwork, when you see that guy with the leopard skin, and the hyena next to him, that's too African. And yeah.
Yeah, it's really great. I wanted to talk about some of the songs. One of the first videos that you released from it is Sasabansam, which is a really great song, and just like I said, the riffs are just incredible on that. Tell me a little bit about the recording of that particular song.
Okay, Sasabansam is basically a giant bat with big wings, that can bite and takes you into the forest and reforms into a real image, and then drinks your soul out of your body.
Have you seen any of those?
I'm not gonna say anything about that, but that's the image of the song. I haven't seen, but when you write music, what comes into your mind, the inspiration, like the African mythology, when it comes into your mind, and then you set these things out the way they come out. You don't necessarily to have seen Sasabonsang in real life.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you haven't seen one yet. But what is the writing process like in the band?
Okay, we both do the music in the band, drums, guitars, and the lyrics. But most of the writing of the lyrics is done by our guitarist Giuseppe Sbrana. But like I said, we both do the music the same. We go both into the studio and we do our songs.
Now, you joined the band in 2019. What were you doing prior to joining the band? Were you in other metal type bands?
Well, I can say before in 2013, I was with the other band that I left for some of my own personal reasons. And then from 2013 until 2019, I wasn't doing anything. And then one of the good days, I was called for auditions of which I hammered very well. And then I ended up being part of Skinflint just like that.
How has your life changed since you joined the band?
Well, I would say the way I look at music and then the way we make music is quite different. We don't rely on existing music. We do music from our hearts. We start from scratch. And I would say also I have developed quite well when I look at my drumming from the previous band and then to this current band. It's quite it's quite challenging, but I'm coping.
Do you have any other plans after this current tour to tour either America or Europe in the summertime?
Okay. The band's plans. We need to tour more since, like you said, we are a new old band. We need to tour more to get the fan base keep doing music, produce more music. That is very important.
And how popular are you in your hometown?
I would say currently our track Sasabansang on African metal is leading the hex. It's number one. I would say, well, we've got loyal fans back home, and across Botswana being the small country, like we are well known across the country by our fans. And within Africa, I would say also, yeah, because we played in Kenya, Nairobi, we played in South Africa, there is Skinflint out there.
Yeah, I would think that you must be like a real big influence on other bands, other people starting bands in that area.
Yeah, I can say that because when you're doing this thing, it's either you're doing it for fun or there's passion following it. And if there's passion following it, you're not going to stop. You're going to keep going. You have to keep going. So even youngsters are coming, they see kind of Skinflint never stopped at any point. They have to also keep pushing to keep doing music, because if you're doing it for fun, the other day it won't be fun to you and you will stop. But now if it's passion drives you. And then I want to believe that's why youngsters are really copying from Skinflint.
Who are some of your drumming influences?
I grew up listening to really soft music, and then somewhere in 2005, I started listening to Iron Maiden. Nico McBrain was my influencer so much. I loved his drumming, but I didn't really want to copy how he drums, but he influenced me. He produced this figure you see in front of you right now.
Well, has Iron Maiden ever played in Botswana?
Iron Maiden never played in Botswana, but it played in South Africa. Was it 2000 and I can't remember the year nicely, but it played in South Africa. Unfortunately, I couldn't turn up for the show. I have never seen Iron Maiden perform live.
I would imagine that it would probably be a dream of yours to play a gig opening with them.
I tell you.
I mean, maybe that can happen. I know that I just saw that Skinflint was added onto a festival that's coming up.
Okay, the one in Sweden.
Yeah.
We are really looking forward to it, and I can promise fans that we will definitely deliver the music.
Yeah. Touring right now is your main focus.
Since now we just have a fresh album in our hands, we really need to push it hard, and obviously we need to go back to the studio at one time, and we're really gonna do it.
Well, I appreciate your time. Is there anything else you would like to tell your fans?
Well, what I can tell the fans and the people, those who just got to know Skinflint today out of this interview, I would say in our website, www.skinflintmetal.com, we are giving away our free EP called Adze. You simply log into the site. It will automatically download into your email. And then we are here in the States. Those who have time to come across us, please come see Skinflint. And we are in McKinnisburg today, Pennsylvania. Let's get rocking.